Good morning, Magicals, and welcome to Tuesday. Sorry, I'm just moving the camera back again. I feel like I'm right up there. So, hope you had a fantastic Monday, that your week started off well. Welcome back, and thank you for joining me in our space. I'm so excited to be here today, particularly because slightly different reading this morning. As I drew the card, Kelso very clearly said to me, this is a love reading. Okay. So I'm going to try and apply it to many different aspects of love. We'll see what comes up. I haven't really focused on the other cards I've drawn. Obviously, I've just taken the energy and I've meditated on the energy of the first card drawn, like I normally do. So, guys, I can't control the messages. I can't, decide what comes through and what doesn't. I've got to go with the flow. But very exciting for those of us looking for love. Okay, right. So let's get started with our reading. The card that has come up today is such a beautiful card, the Uncharted Sea. Okay, now you can see here it's 4 and 6. I don't know if you can see that. 4 and 6. 4 and 6 comes to 10. 10 is a new beginning. It comes down to a 1, which is new beginnings. Okay, new cycles. All right, this is very much about taking a leap of faith. Okay, now when it comes to love, we all know that we've all had woundings, we've all had hurtings, we've all had those horrible situations where we feel like our whole heart is on the floor and someone is just literally jumping on it and just destroying it. But this is now about coming out of that cycle. I am going to say that Kelso is saying to me that those of you who are in a relationship who are maybe going through a tricky situation at the moment, this is also for you, and apparently I'm going to be able to relay the messages as we go along. So oh, you have so much faith, Kelso. Okay, so this is very much about taking the faith, having faith, not knowing where you are going. Okay, now I know that this is a chakra set and this is not a chakra reading at all, but I do want to just say that this is connected to the crown chakra. Now, why I'm saying that is because the shadow side of the crown chakra is attachment, and that is very important to the message of this card. What it's saying to you is let go of attachment, let go of the destination, no map. Just go out there, take a leap of faith. We don't always need to know absolutely everything that's going to happen. Sometimes we just have to have blind faith and just go, okay, you know what, I'm going to be willing to try. It does mean that we obviously have to put our hearts on the block, and that is scary, and that is not always the easiest thing to do. But this is about new adventures. You can either see it as, oh my God, I don't have a map, or yeehaw, I'm on a new adventure. So it's up to you how you're going to face that. But this is supposed to be the yeehaw kind of vibe around it. Okay, so great new adventures in this. Then the two, I used the Elle because we haven't used these for a while. Let's see what's come up. Okay, here we go. She who once loved, blue. Okay, the message here, fragile, secret love, rejection. Now, okay, so let me just tackle the people that are in tricky situations in marriages. And tricky situation could be anything. Okay, you could just be going through a rough patch and just feeling a bit disconnected. I'm hearing that mostly that's because you're shifting. Okay, so for that's a small percentage that's for, please just take it and work with that. This is about also learning to understand that people's woundings, okay, come for different reasons. When they wound us, it's either that they are broken, okay, but when somebody is able to use their broken to break us, it's reflecting something at us. Okay, so what that means is we need to then look at that and go, oh, okay, I need to work on that, I need to heal that and to move forward. Right, so those are for the people in the situations where you've maybe been hurt, where maybe there's been a dishonesty or a betrayal. And don't always go to cheating. Cheating is not the only thing that can be betrayal in a relationship. So, guys, it's not like that. But what I'm trying to say is if there's been any icky situation around it, okay, this is about actually moving forward from that. For those of us looking for love, and for those of us who have had our hearts broken and who've loved so intensely and so deeply before, but been so disappointed, this is about taking the brave path and about opening ourselves up to something new. Okay. I have said in my readings for a while, I do feel like there are more people connecting this year. I do feel like this is going to be a big year for new relationships and things like that. But I do have to say that it's about that overcoming that fear of putting ourselves out there. We're never going to know unless we take the risk. Okay, we can't stay in our comfort zone and expect things to happen for us. It doesn't work like that. Comfort zones are actually never comfort zones. All right. Oh, gorgeous. And then this one here came up, Blanche, she who brings light. Okay, and this for me is very much about being you, going back to you. Okay, so even the people in the tricky situation, this is going to be a twofold message. It's a twofer. What I'm going to say here is shine your light. Okay, don't focus, because remember that what we put out is what we attract in terms of frequency. For those we've been reading with me for a while now, you understand that concept. When we put out a certain frequency, the universe reads it and brings it straight back at us. So what you don't want to be attracting are all the people that are going to do to you what your past has done to you. What you want to be doing is shining your light. But this is about all the self-work we've been doing, guys. This is about all of that focusing on us and making ourselves happy, finding our life purposes, stepping into our destiny, stepping into our power. All of that makes us a beacon of light, because just like you're at sea, so is your future partner. Let's be honest. And just as much as you maybe feel bewildered in a relationship or confused or upset by a situation in a relationship, your partner's very probably feeling the same way. Okay, so always understand that when there's one lost at sea, and I say lost, I don't mean lost, when there's one out on an adventure, that's a better way of putting it, understand that in order for them to come to you, they've also got to be out on an adventure. So what you need to do is be the beacon of light, radiate that beauty and that love that's within you in order to attract the partner that you want. Okay, because that's the best way to do it. Then, of course, I ask what's the outcome, and of course, Kelso got very loquacious at this point. The first thing is forgiveness. Okay, so if you are on the receiving end of something that has happened in a sticky relationship and you are struggling to move on from it, you forgive for you, not for the other person, hands down. It frees you, okay? When you are freed of that, okay, not only does it make it easier to forgive them, but it might give you a bit of perspective and try and be, I'm hearing that you need to work with a bit of compassion and understanding to circumstances, okay? Now, if they're beating you or if they are cheating on you, I'm not condoning that. Then you know what? Definitely not condoning that. There's the door. Don't let the doorknob hit you with a good Lord split you, my friend. I would not tolerate that in any way. I mean, they wouldn't make it through the first night after they tried to hit me. I'm telling you right now. I don't even know if I'd make it until they were in their sleep to hit them with the frying pan. But what I'm trying to say is, at the end of the day, work around forgiveness, the energy of forgiveness for yourself. For those of us that are wanting to move forward, we need to make sure that whatever's in our past is forgiven, that it's a closed chapter. When you hold on to that energy, okay, you are not allowing that situation to end in your life, which means you cannot open the void in order for something new to come in. All right, so please look at that. This card wouldn't have come up if it wasn't important. Oh, there we go, and there we go. Closure. Okay, so for those of you in sticky situations, and I'm have to read it as it is, it's going to mean the end of the relationship. It may mean a closure for you to move on to better things. You're walking away into the light. Okay, into the light, just so we're all clear. And for others of you, it will just be the closure of that situation, but you do need to have this. Okay, you have to have the forgiveness to do that. And then for those of us that are, like I've just said, who are looking for love and who are still stuck and who have got unforgiveness in their past, this closure needs to happen. Okay, it does need to come to an end so that you can then move on and go in towards whatever it is. Please understand that by me saying she's walking into light does not mean death. Okay, just so we're all clear, because I know, when people die, they're like, oh, there's a light. That's not what I'm talking about. Everyone remain calm and apply pressure. Okay, but what it is talking about is it's talking about the death of a cycle in your space. Okay, so beautiful energy to be walking away. And then, oh my God, you can't make this shit up. Seriously. Honestly, not a word of a lie. I don't think I've ever drawn this card in this deck. Commitment. Okay, and so beautiful that one of the birds in it is the white dove of peace. Okay, commitment. If you can get through the forgiveness and the closure, right, then you're going to allow this into a higher level commitment in your space with somebody who sees your light, who appreciates your light, who wants your light, who doesn't want to dim your light in order to try and think that they're going to make their light shine brighter. That never works. Dimming someone else's light doesn't make your light shine brighter. It really doesn't. It just makes you an a-hole. So this point over here, is about now finding that person, that soulmate coming in, that person that wants to be your person. Okay, it is it's such a beautiful energy off this card. And again, we've got light, we've got the sun. So we've got the sun here, we've got the sun shining through the clouds here, right at the top there, and we've got the sun coming up here over forgiveness. Now, in the tarot, the sun is probably one of the best cards to have. It is like the happiest, best card to have in the entire thing. And you've got the sun behind you in all three of these cards. Okay, so future stuff. So, guys, just keep going. Spend that time, reevaluate, reassess. Where are you at? Okay, what do you need to let go of in order to allow the new in? Sometimes you don't actually need to let go of stuff. So, those of us that are looking for love, maybe you don't need to so much like forgive or closure or something, but maybe it is just about being brave and being open to, and not letting what's happened in the past determine what you think your future is going to be. This is unattachment. Remember, we said, I know, not chakra reading, crown chakra is attachment though, shadow side. So it's releasing the attachment, okay, to what you perceive could be happening, to all sorts of things. All right, open yourself up. I did want to do a mantra for you today because I thought it was kind of necessary. It's a heart chakra mantra on unconditional love. Okay. I allow myself to be open to giving and receiving love without fear or rejection. I give without expecting recognition or acknowledgement in return. Okay. I allow myself to be open to giving and receiving love without fear of rejection. I give without expecting recognition or acknowledgement in return. Unconditional. Fearless, brave. Yeehaw! I'm on an adventure. If you're going to cling on to the fears of the past with the rejection and the hurts, okay, this isn't going to be so much of an adventure as a bit more of a tumultuous sea, because you're going to create stuff in your situation that is not necessary. Okay, so guys, beautiful reading. So I hope this resonates with some of you. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you for all the likes and the comments. I'm so appreciative of your beautiful energy in my space and in our space, really, as well. So I'm really looking forward to connecting with you. I will see you again tomorrow morning, and have an absolutely spectacular Tuesday. Big loves, guys.